Hello, welcome back. Chisel here, and today we are going to take a look at the Builder's Delight mod. Wonderful mod that adds a ton of blocks and items that I think really able to enhance your world and make it look better. So first off, the Builder's Delight mod, we're going to talk about kind of three different categories. There's the chisel, the saw, and the hammer, and they allow you to create different things and change block textures and whatnot. So let's take a look. Oh, first, we're going to take a look at the chisel and what it does. And it's crafted just like this: 2-string, a stick, and an iron ingot. Now what this does is if we grab a block here, and I right click with the chisel in my hand, I can take this and add it here, and it gives me all these different block variants. It's kind of like the old chisel mod, if you've seen that, but reimagined here for 1.18. So you can go here and you can change this to any of the different variants here, right? Now, if we come here real quick, we'll take a look at all this stuff briefly. But here's all the different mods that or blocks that you can use the chisel on. So the wood variants, all the vanilla wood variants, stone variants, stone bricks, sandstone, dripstone, prismarine, and such. And then over here there's even some blocks that you can craft in this mod and also use the chisel on. So let's just kind of start here. We'll talk about wood. So as you can see here, these will be the exact same for all the different wood variants. So you've got just your regular planks, some vertical ones, a box, and a few other different textures, as well as some nice floor textures. Now you can craft these framed ones with different planks. These can be all the same plank, sticks, and then it gives you these, and then they can be chiseled into these different patterns, right? And as well as chiseling just glass blocks, you can create these framed glass, which is just glass around a plank, and it gives you 8 of the glass back. And it can be chiseled into these patterns. And then a framed glass planes is actually just 6 of the glass, just like you would make a normal glass pane, and some different window patterns and things like that. So again, as you can see here, it's got the exact same setup for all the vanilla woods. So you can really customize it and create some cool different things there. Now stone variants are very similar. You have a similar kind of textures. Now they're not all exactly the same. The majority of them are the same. There's some of them that'll go from one stone variant to the other, but they're not 100% consistent, but that's okay. Once you get into the bricks, you'll see that they're a little bit different than the stone variants. You'll get these, for example, the pillar here has the kind of connected textures. You see it'll grow up, whereas these ones don't have a top and bottom, right? So bricks, same thing. Again, you just use the chisel on these. I can throw this stone bricks one in here, and I can get different texture, right? Now, any of these that have kind of vanilla variants, like the prismarine, for example, these are both vanilla versions of it. You could actually exchange those back and forth using the chisel, right? So I can get the bricks, or I can change these to one of the other variants I want, or I can change it back to regular prismarine, right? Tuft adds bricks and some other nice things there as well. Kind of makes tuft a little bit more useful. Deep slate, same thing. These first kind of brick variants are all vanilla, but you can exchange between them using the chisel. Calcite adds more variant to it as well. Dripstone, same thing. Now, there's a few extra craftable blocks here. We'll kind of start here with nether brick. So, nether brick, there's some different variants you can make with the chisel. But you could also make these gilded nether bricks, which is nether bricks block with 4 quartz around it. And then that can be then chiseled into these 4 variants of that block. And then blackstone, same thing. These are kind of your vanilla blackstone blocks here that can then be chiseled into these variants or into one of the other. And then you can make Gilded Blackstone, which is gold around blackstone, and it can be chiseled into these variants here. So a lot of really cool things you can create with this. Really kind of expands the palette of what you can build with, right? Some variants here of the amethyst. Now this is the industrial block. It's made with stone. You can use any kind of stone in here. Iron ingots, right? So if I click on this, it'll show you can use any stone. And then it can be chiseled into these, so the warning blocks with different colors, some concrete, and then some cool kind of industrial, like a great diamond plate, almost looks like some duct, fan cover. And then there's this industrial light one that if you apply a redstone signal, it'll actually light up like a light, which is pretty cool. And then there is the laboratory blocks, which is quartz, surrounded by stone, and it has these three varieties here. Now, all these industrial blocks, you can create a flat version of them. You can either just by putting that kind of block in here and you get 6, or if you chisel any of these flat ones, you can exchange between them. And just like the block version, you can turn on the flat version. So if you want a nice flat light, so say we wanted to come up here, we could put a light up here. We'll just sneak it up here. There we go. I'm going to have some kind of lights like that. Anyway, a lot of cool blocks, a lot of things you can add here. That kind of covers the block section. Glass and glass planes on top. Same thing. You can chisel just regular glass. You don't have to use the framed glass. Next, let's talk about the saw. So the saw is crafted with 2 sticks, iron ingot, and 2 string, and it is used to create these planks, right? So if you put any wood planks in with an iron saw, you get just a regular plank. And then if you bundle those 3 planks together with 6 string, you get a furniture kit, right? Which is where, let's clear out these real quick. You can then take those furniture kits with the iron hammer, which is over here. It's crafted with 1 string and 2 iron ingots. Basically, it's the reverse of the chisel, right? With 2 ingots instead of 1 string. So you right click with the hammer, it's the same kind of interface, and you can put the furniture kit in there and you can create chair, seat, like a stool, or 2 different tables. So as you can see, there's wood varieties for the planks and kits to create any of the vanilla wood types here, as you can see. Now the hammer has a few other uses. You can actually use it to create different lantern variants. So if you take and put a lantern in there, you can create any of these type of lanterns. So you've got the Chinese lantern, fireflies, copper lantern, wooden one. It's kind of a brazier type, and then a candle. And as you can see, the model changes if you attach it to the roof or hanging it from a chain, floor, or the side, right? So you get kind of a chandelier for the candle, or a wall sconce, or a candlestick. Brazier, wall sconce, right? And then the same thing about the chains. So if you take just a regular Minecraft chain, you stick it in here, you can do golden chain, rope, copper chain, large chain, a modeled chain, or a candle holder, which I just realized that's weird. I didn't know you could get that out of the chain. That's a bug. Anyway, then it goes back to alright, well, apparently you can get a candle out of this. Oh, no, that was weird. Must have just been a weird glitch hanging out from our lantern. Anyway, so golden chain, rope, copper chain, and then you can see how this is different with the model, right? It's not just a kind of a 2D textures. And then the large chain is like the model. And that is it. So again, if you go to the creative tabs, you can see here there's 3 tabs. Blocks, you can see all the different blocks that it can produce, which is quite a ton. A lot of cool things you can do with them. Furniture tab has all those. Or sorry, decoration tab, and then the building materials, which is where you get the chisels. Anyway, hope this is helpful. Really cool, man. I use the the laboratory blocks as my walls for my all these showcases. So I definitely love this mod. A lot of cool things, and I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions or if I missed anything, just feel free to add it in the comments. But we'll check you all later.